Now the On Your Side forecast with Steve Liebenthal.
And here in the Treasure Valley, it is kind of the tale of two valleys. If you live in the upper Treasure Valley around Boise, even as far west as Meridian, you probably saw some sunshine this afternoon and temperatures making it to warmer than freezing. That was not the case in the lower Treasure Valley. And early this morning, also a big disparity between the temperatures that we had in the upper Treasure Valley, which is around Boise, and the lower Treasure Valley. We only got down to 18 degrees in Boise, while in Ontario, the morning low got down to 5 degrees. And because the temperature was so much colder in the lower Treasure Valley, got down to that dew point temperature, we did see some fog that was relatively dense in some places. We even saw some freezing fog. If you're in Canyon County, you saw those little sparkles in the air this afternoon. That's freezing fog, and we may see some of that again tomorrow, especially in the lower Treasure Valley, as temperatures here will remain cooler. But we do have a bit of a respite coming because we're going to get a little bit of wind tomorrow as a weak disturbance comes through. Afternoon highs also a big difference between upper Treasure Valley and lower Treasure Valley. Boise got up to 36, while Ontario only made it up to 22 degrees this afternoon. And in McCall, as well as Stanley and Sun Valley, the temperature late this afternoon was warmer than it was in the lower Treasure Valley, and that's because of the inversion. But as I said, we're going to get just a very brief break from that inversion because there's a weak disturbance that's going to move through over the next 24 hours. And as it does, our winds will pick up just a little bit, initially coming from the east, feeding into that system, and then as it passes, those winds will shift and come out of the northwest. It will be anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour here in the Treasure Valley, just enough to scour that inversion out of the valley a little bit, but it's not going to last long because we have high pressure that's going to rebuild very quickly behind that system. So the inversion coming right back, and by early next week we'll be back to those foggy conditions and that haze in the valley. There is the potential of another storm system that's going to come in, and that will affect our weather again about 7 to 8 days from now. So we do have the possibility of some light snow showers late in the week next week. Here you see some snow to the north of us, a few showers coming on shores. That weak system comes in, but again, it's pretty dry by the time it gets to Idaho, so not any precipitation here in the valley. There's about a 20% chance of some light snow showers or flurries for the west central mountains over the next 24 hours, and then this weekend back to the dry conditions, back to the high pressure. And even though temperatures will rise in mountain locations, that cold air will stay trapped in the valley. That's what happens when we get inversion, and that's what's going to happen with the exception of tomorrow as we get that little bit of a breeze. So dense fog in some places again in the west central mountains. Afternoon highs here will be in the 20s, just a slight chance of a light snow shower or flurry. Not really any accumulation coming out of this, unfortunately, for skiers and snowboarders. Sunny in the morning in the east central mountains. Look for some clouds to move in late in the day, but a mild day in Sun Valley, all the way up to 40 degrees. Not bad in Stanley, up to 37, and those temperatures will be warmer than many locations here in the Treasure Valley. Mostly sunny and bit breezy for the Magic Valley. Those winds up to 20 miles per hour, but relatively warm, not stuck in the inversion there. Afternoon highs in the 40s, and here in the Treasure Valley, afternoon highs mostly in the 30s, but cooler in the lower valley, only up to 28 in Ontario. Boise and Meridian making it into the mid to upper 30s. And again, that wind is the reason we'll see a little more sunshine, but still that fog making a comeback day after tomorrow. Saturday, look out for dense fog in some locations around the valley. Notice our temperatures dropping off once again. We do have a chance of some snow flurries on New Year's Eve, but it's only a 20% chance, and then the January inversion likely to come right on back and stick with us.
Are you worried about flights at all with the fog and the inversion?
Well, so far not bad in the upper Treasure Valley, so it's looking okay, and tomorrow we'll get a break, so I don't think there will be a major problem. We'll keep track of it as we move into Monday and Tuesday.
All right, thanks.